So you're thinking of moving to Guelph, Ontario?
Oh yes.
In this video, we're going to show you around Guelph, Ontario. We're going to take you through some of the neighborhoods and show you what may fit within your budget. If you stick around to the end, I will share with you the best kept secret of this neighborhood that you definitely don't want to miss. And we're getting after it right now.
Let's do this, everybody. Here we go.
If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know more about living in Guelph, Ontario, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Guelph, Ontario. My name is Jenna McDonnell and I'm a real estate agent with Remax Hallmark Realty. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making a move to Guelph, Ontario, and we absolutely love it.
Everybody loves it.
So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below, and we can help you make a smooth move into Guelph, Ontario.
Smooth moves.
So here we are today, and we are in a neighborhood called Dovercliffe Park, Old University. So it's two neighborhoods, but they've combined it into one, and it covers a pretty extensive area of Guelph. So it is located above the south end, but before you get to the downtown, and it extends all the way past the Hamlin on the west side, all the way to Victoria on the east side. So it covers a large area, but within those areas are some great neighborhoods that you definitely don't want to miss, and we're going to check them out.
Absolutely.
So the Old University neighborhood is probably one of the oldest neighborhoods in Guelph, next to the downtown core. It was established in 1850 or so, and it is steeped in history. There are some great houses throughout that. It borders along the Royal City Park, which is a beautiful park in the downtown. There's a big river that goes through it, which is the Aramosa River.
Oops.
No, sorry. Speed River. The Speed River goes through Royal City Park.
Correct.
And that is kind of the top border of Old University neighborhood. So the houses that are located in Old University neighborhood are really old, ranging all the way up to about 30 years old. So there's a good mix of houses and styles and architecture types throughout the neighborhood. It won't be uncommon to see older cottages that were built in the late 1800s all the way up to, the 60s sprawling ranch home, all shapes and sizes. But the best part of this neighborhood is that although a lot of the homes have been updated, they've kept the vibes and the architecture. So I'm going to take you for a little drive through the neighborhood. We're going to stop at 3 different houses along the way, and we're going to check out 3 different price points throughout this neighborhood, and we're going to take a look and see what we can find and what we could get you into potentially in this neighborhood in Guelph. So don't forget, stick around to the end because we have our hidden gem and you definitely do not want to miss that. So let's go.
Okay, let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to our first stop on the tour of Dovercliffe Park, Old University neighborhood. So we're at our first stop, which is this townhouse that you'll see coming up behind me here. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,300 square foot townhouse with a finished basement, giving it a total of 1,700 square feet. So this is what you would typically expect to find in this neighborhood at an entry level. This was going for about the mid 600s. This is a cute little neighborhood. The homes around here were built in about the mid 70s. The townhouse behind me that you just saw was built in 1977. So it's quite common that you will find a bunch of different age ranges for these homes in this neighborhood. It was built up quite over time. you will find quite an eclectic mix as you go through the neighborhood. We are on the Dovercliffe side of the neighborhood, and quite often in these townhouses you will find a good mix. You'll generally find a lot of student rentals in this neighborhood, as it is quite close to the University of Guelph. So this is a good neighborhood if you are looking for something nice and central. It is close to all the amenities. The shopping mall is right down the street. There's transit throughout the neighborhood that will get you into the university fairly quickly, as well as to the downtown core. We're kind of located right in the middle of the city. And this neighborhood is quite a large neighborhood. It covers a lot of the middle of the city here. So this is kind of what you would expect to find at an entry level. The one behind me has just sold in the mid 600s. So, you're getting an older condo, not brand new. It's had some updates, but it's definitely more of an entry level. One of the unique things about this particular set of condos is that there is a community pool. So that's not common among all of the townhouse complexes, but you will find some of the older complexes that have that as a feature. So there will be condo fees associated with this type of condo, and it generally takes care of the building insurance, outside maintenance, and landscaping. Depends on the complex, but you will be paying for a condo fee. So with that being said, let's head on to our next stop on the tour. We'll catch you there. All right, so here we are on our second stop of the Dovercliffe Park, Old University neighborhood. It is a gorgeous spring day here. As you can see, my last video, there was quite a bit of snow, but snow is gone and it's beautiful. So we are here in front of our mid-level house for this neighborhood. This one is still listed for sale, and it's listed at just under $1.2 million. So this is a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. 4 of those bedrooms are above ground, 2 of them are in the basement. The basement is finished, and there is a saltwater pool in the backyard. So with this neighborhood, you're getting quite a bit more space. This is sitting on a 52-foot lot, and it's quite deep. More mature trees in this neighborhood. This is a newer portion of the Old University neighborhood. This house was built in 1992, so it's just over 30 years old, which, given the age of the other houses in the neighborhood, is quite new. Old University neighborhood has houses that date back to the 1800s, and it's quite common to find older farmhouses throughout the neighborhood, but this is the new portion. We are very close to some great amenities. Stone Road Mall is quite right down the way. There's sushi restaurants, arena, big parks. We are right in the middle of everything. So University of Guelph is very close to this neighborhood as well. So it's quite common that in some of the houses you would find students, but for the most part I would say this portion of the neighborhood is mostly families, given the price range that you need to buy your house within. So as you can see, the streets are nice and wide. There's lots of spaces in between the houses, and the beautiful mature trees. This is not a new neighborhood, it's 30 to 35 years old around here. Anyways, you can get a good look before we head on over to our next stop on the tour. Hello and welcome to our third stops. So we are located at probably one of my favorite neighborhoods in the Guelph area. This is the Old University Neighborhood and it is unique. So this neighborhood was established in the 1850s, but homes were slowly built over time. So it's not unusual that you will find old farmhouse cottages all the way up to the 60s era sprawling bungalow, and it is just so cool. And over time, renovations have been done, and it just has made the neighborhood so eclectic, and the vibes here are just fabulous. So we are here in front of a home that has recently sold. This home was listed just under 1.6 million. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it is huge. It's about 3,300 square feet. So the lot itself is huge. It is 100 feet by 100 feet, so you get that big sprawling bungalow feel. And as you can see, it's just gorgeous in this area. Old stone, they're really known for the masonry in this area, and it has just been done to the nines. So it is a beautiful neighborhood to walk around. We have these big old trees everywhere, and the location cannot be beat. You are just right in the smack dab in the middle of Guelph. We're about 4 minutes to downtown, a couple minutes down to the park. You could walk definitely to downtown from this area, and it's nice. I'll take you through the neighborhood and do a little drive around so you can really get a feel for how unique all of these houses are. That we're going to head on over to our hidden gem, so stay tuned. Okay, so here we are in the gardens of McCrae House. So McCrae House is a museum that was originally a home of a very famous Guelphite. So John McCrae was a soldier that fought in World War I, and he is famous for the writing of the poem In Flanders Fields. McCrae was a doctor, and he went over and fought in World War I for Canada, and now his home has been turned into a museum. So back behind me, you can see that was his original house, and the McCraes lived there in the 1870s, but it wasn't until 1960 that a group of Guelphites purchased the house and got it the historical designation that it has today. So it has now been turned into a museum where you can go through and you can learn all about John McCrae and World War I, as well as they built this beautiful monument behind me in remembrance of John McCrae and his famous poem In Flanders Fields. So every summer you can come here and you can have tea in the gardens. They do plays as well. I believe there's summer camps for the kids, history camp. It's just a really community-centric area to be on. As you can imagine, on November 11th, Remembrance Day, they will have services here to honor all who have fought and died in the wars for Canada. So this is just a place that is steeped in history. And if you're a history buff like I am, I think that's pretty cool that you could possibly live in an area that dates so far back and has housed significant historical figures in our culture. So in my opinion, this is definitely a hidden gem, and it's just a great way to cap off this tour of the Old University Neighborhood / Dovercliffe Park. So if you are selling in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would be happy to help you make a smooth move into Guelph, Ontario. Thank you for sticking all the way around to the end, and we hope you enjoy.